Hey, what's going on, people? It is your old pal CHH. We're back here today with another MVD 4K release. And today's release is none other than the 1989, I believe, slasher classic starring the legendary Brad Pitt, if you can believe it or not, Cutting Class. Now, one thing you might notice right away is when you look at the previous releases that MVD did, they had this kind of old school black artwork. Cutting Class takes it a different route. We go with I don't know, is that supposed to be kind of like a school desk? It's there. I like it. It's different. It would have been cool to keep the same thing, the black, but I do love that they kept it with the CED look, and you've got Laser Vision Collection 4K. So they're still. I like that they have a style. Their style is making everything seem like old dead formats. In this case, the CED line. I should say too that MVD does this in the new 4K release and as well as a Blu-ray release. So if you're not a 4K person but you want to stay up to date with the new releases MVD's doing, and believe me, their releases are always solid. They're doing a good job with their stuff. So I'm a big fan of MVD, and I'm blessed to be able to get to work with these guys. So if you've been keeping score, here's some of the latest stuff MVD's been doing. This is their first 4K release they did, Swamp Thing. Blew me away how good this looked. It actually made me enjoy the movie more, to be honest. Like, that's just the God's honest truth. Then they did what I consider to be the best 4K upscale of the year last year, without a doubt. I mean, it really was that good. They did Ghoulies on 4K. Looked insane. I mean, this was a 10 out of 10 of the picture quality. They did say that Ghoulies 2, there's a problem with the 4K, but they released the Blu-ray version when that came out, but they should be doing a 4K of that hopefully soon. I know it's in the works. They had some bumps in the road. But here's the latest one. This is number 4 in their new release category. This is number 53 for the Blu-ray, but technically I think Ghoulies 2 is supposed to be number 3, so that's why it goes from 1, 2 to 4. But there we got Cutting Class. So Cutting Class is a fun little slasher, late 80s. You've got a boy and a girl. You got Jill Schoelen and Brad Pitt. And they are just beautiful human beings. So they're nice. They're nice to look at. And, it's this kind of fun little slasher. I mean, it's a late 80s slasher. Lives in the vein of that genre, which is super fun. These are always fun movies to go to after you kind of watch some serious stuff, then you go and watch some thriller stuff, and you want to have a relaxing, fun time. So I watched this at a perfect time. I've been going through some crazy stuff, and I have to watch some more crazy stuff like High Tension. I'll be reviewing that soon. This is one of those movies that's fun to kick back, relax, just laugh, and have a good time with. Cutting Class. You got this high school couple, you got the bad boy, and you've also got this other guy who's had some trouble in his past. People are dropping at this high school. You don't know what the hell's going on, who's doing it. It culminates, it's kind of like the vein of like the terror trains and things like that. It's kind of a, who the hell is doing this sort of thing? But what's really special about Cutting Class, it's not Brad Pitt. But to me, what's really special about this is Roddy McDowall in here. It's so nice. Seeing good old Roddy in here. He's always a hoot and a holler. Whenever you see him, he just kind of brings a smile to your face as a horror fan. Obviously, he's big because of Fright Night to a lot of us, but he has a legendary career, Roddy. I think he was even a child actor. Is it a great slasher film? I'd say it's a good one. It's not, I wouldn't put it in my top 10 per se, but it's fun. Like this and Rush Week would be a great double feature. Rush Week is the college slasher. This is the high school slasher, Cutting Class. They're definitely horror slasher comedy. Both of those films would fall into the same kind of vein. So that'd be a great double feature. But this is a title that MVD has scored over the previous company that had it, which was Vinegar Syndrome. So, and I have the Blu-ray for Vinegar Syndrome, and I was wondering how good that, looked, and I popped it on a little bit earlier, and that was a good looking Blu-ray. And as a matter of fact, I would say you really couldn't make it look too much better, because I was wondering what MVD was going to do. Obviously, this does shine better. This is an actual 4K, HDR 4K, and it looks like they used the 2018 4K restoration, so they probably used the restoration that Vinegar Syndrome used, but now they were able to use it to its fullest extent with a 4K release. And picture quality on this, stellar. I mean, but I expected that. I don't like to expect it because, that's where you kind of your hopes kind of get shattered a little bit. But so far, all 3 of these from MVD, these horror 4Ks that they've done, guys, when I say they're all 10 out of 10s, I mean, they look impeccable. There's nothing you could make better about the picture quality of these. So far, It's 3 for 3 with these MVD 4Ks. I'm just so happy with it. It's one of those 4Ks too, and I hate to say this, but sometimes when you just see a movie look as good as it possibly humanly can, it just makes the movie kind of more enjoyable. For me, it's like sometimes, like, I don't really have that nostalgia of wanting to watch movies crappy, like VHS. Like, maybe the idea of it's fun every now and again if it's background noise, but if I want to sit here in a dark room and watch a movie, I want to see it in the best way possible, and that's how I enjoy movies now. So seeing this in its completely restored version, just stellar. Just looked great. Audio was sensational. Let's look at the special features, guys, and then we'll come back. So the special features are going to be on the Blu-ray disc, which is what you're seeing. Love the menu screen. I don't know about you guys. Don't give me video clips. Give me a cool image to set the tone. I don't want to see the clips, especially if it's a movie I haven't seen. Anyway, you get the R-rated cut as a bonus feature on here if you have, younger viewers with you. You get an interview with Jill Sholin, an interview with Donovan Leitch, Find the Killer VHS contest, and kill comparisons on the Blu-ray disc. So guys, if you're a big fan of Cutting Class, you want to see it look sensational, top of the line, perfect, awesome. If you have the Blu-ray release and you're not a 4K person, you'll probably be okay, but if you don't own this movie at all, pick up the MVD one. It's great, it's packed, and what's interesting about this is, okay, so when you take this out the case, you're going to have this, but you also can reverse the artwork to kind of show what the slipcover looks like for the Blu-ray version. So that's cool, but I actually like the other side. I like the classic black, so I'll probably keep it to that. And per usual with these releases, you get a really cool little CED style poster. This is just a nice touch. I love the fact that they do this CED style. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Now, obviously, this movie came out in '89, so a CED wasn't made of this, but this is what it would have looked like. It's just really cool. So keep this up, MVD. Your releases are spaced out well, too, which I think is healthy for the community. It's not just churning these out once a month. I mean, some people, I wouldn't complain about that, but I think it's nice that you have a nice little gap between your releases. It lets people have some time to pick them up, digest the releases, and then by the time we're really ready for the next one, that next one shows up. So another solid release from MVD, guys. I really recommend getting into the Rewind collection if you haven't. So far, these are all been sensational. The picture quality is just stellar on these, so big fan. Love MVD. Thank you guys for watching this video. Let me know your story on Cutting Class. Are you a fan? If not, I think you'll really get a kick out of it. Just get some popcorn, get a cold drink, and you'll have a blast, I promise you. Thank you guys for watching this video. This is your old pal CHH. Take care, and I'll see you guys on the flippity flip. Huge giant thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. Without you guys, this would not be possible. To get behind the scenes photos, videos, music, private live streams, and much more, you can subscribe to my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Thank you to my patrons.